You have made an ally from Kresh Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Laezel.
I'll trust your judgment, but I won't trust her. Not until I've gotten the measure of her.
You've a sharp tongue, elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
Half-elf. I suppose the finer details are lost on a creature like you.
Githyanki are impressive. Cold as ice when they're not blazing hot. I wager Laezel's no exception.
Laezel has a dangerous look in her eyes. Let's just hope she reserves those impulses for any common foes.
A Githyanki joining our company. Not a collaboration I'd have anticipated, but a welcome one nonetheless.
I am enjoying the latest addition to our little group. Laezel is delightful. In a very look at me twice and I'll dismember you kind of way, of course.
I bet Laezel is absolutely lethal with that sword. She can teach me how to slice, and I'll teach her how to bash. Hey!
Well met. And 1,000 sorries. I've pledged my life to protecting the meek from monsters. But tonight, I was the rampaging beast. I see the good in you, Karlach. I promise not to lose sight of it, even when the hells burn hottest.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade, names strangers gave me. My friends call me Wyll.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. Or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Wyll lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
Glad Wyll saw sense. Even more glad he decided to stick around. Takes a pretty slick mover to track down old Karlach. The man's got a reputation for being lethal with that blade. I'm glad it's on our side.
It stays with me. I'll kill to protect it. Already have.
Beneath her forbidding countenance, I sense this cleric will prove quite the companion. A wise decision to let her join us.
Shadowheart's a funny frog. I like her fringe, though. Very... blunt.
Mysterious, that Shadowheart. And mysteriously endearing. Behind those eyes lurk uncountable secrets.
Shadowheart. Shadowheart. I'm sure her parents meant well, but the name's a little ominous, isn't it? Unless she chose it herself. Which is even more worrying, honestly.
Mark my word, the half-elf's an abyss of lies and secrets. Shadowheart indeed.
Not only this battle, but all that come after. Swear that you will keep me close. Until the Absolute is dead, at least.
In my years as the Blade, I've witnessed countless cruelties, faced unimaginable evil. But Thorn, he is made of pure hate. The Sword Coast will rejoice when the bastard's fallen. And lest we forget, we've a devil to rescue. 2 missions, 1 destination.
Minthara's something of a closed book, but I suspect a heart of gold lurks beneath that stern countenance. Once she gets to know me, I'm sure she'll open up. She's just waiting for someone ready to listen.
It doesn't seem long ago that Minthara would have sought to kill us, and now we've welcomed her along. We're nothing if not magnanimous.
The Drow is unpredictable, uncompromising. I respect her almost as much as I distrust her.
I want to be clear. Letting Minthara tag along with us was your idea, so if you wake up with a dagger to your throat, that's on you. Excuse me? I would never. But fine. Take her if you wish. Just know I'll be resting with one eye open. I hope so. Otherwise, we may all be killed in our beds. Excuse me. I'm sorry for looking out for our collective hides. But fine. Take her if you wish. Just know I'll be resting with one eye open.
What's on your mind? Copper for your thoughts?
Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep.
The wizard was a useful find. Let's hope he's as powerful as he is verbose.
A good wizard is hard to find. Let's make Gale feel welcome, as best we can.
So, we've picked up a wizard who managed to get stuck in his own portal. Hardly a promising introduction.
Well done getting the wizard on board. He can zap from afar while I smack up close. But if he tries to get me to read any tomes, I will scream.
I've heard you can't get blood from a stone, but apparently you can get a wizard from one. Gale seems interesting.
Huh. What's that?
That room looks unsteady. Something's wrong.
Look there, on the wall. Something's not right with that sigil.
Is that room all right? It doesn't look all right.
Something's amiss with that rune. Seems unstable.
We need to find Oliver and get him to return to Thaniel. Otherwise, this curse will never be lifted.
Halsin's proved himself a fine ally already. He'll be useful in battle, if those tree trunk arms are an indication.
It's about time Halsin actually stepped up and joined us properly. He's certainly been taking up space at camp for long enough.
Halsin is such a delight. Woe to the cultist who tangles with that thick hunk of an elf.
I think I'll enjoy traveling with Halsin. Not for his wit or wisdom. He'll just make an excellent shield if we're attacked.
A savvy move recruiting Halsin to our cause. While I'm adept at most forms of weave manipulation, druidic magic is not my area of expertise. He will make for a most useful option to have in reserve.
Halsin is one hench elf. I'm impressed. And glad he's on our side.
I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't a bad idea. Safety in numbers, after all. And I hate to turn down an invitation. All right. Maybe I'll see you there. Good luck.
Astarion's an interesting find. Let's hope any future acquaintances don't hold a blade to your throat by way of introduction.
The Imperious elf's got the red eyes and pale skin of a white. And I'm not convinced he's any more trustworthy.
I've got my eye on that rogue. For a few reasons. He's not infernal, at least. But there's something else about him. Let's hope whatever's going on under that impressive mop is good news.
Astarion has a certain swagger, don't you find? An interesting fellow. Nice hair to boot.
Another joins our merry band. We'll need to keep our wits sharp around him, I think.
They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. After we've mopped them up, we can work on evicting this parasite and take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good?
A warrior who winks at her foes while she slays them. You'd be a fool to refuse her.
You want to just team up with some blood-stained killer? Because I'm fine with that.
I like her. She looks like she could throw me over her shoulder and carry me to safety. Should the need arise.
She's, perhaps a little rough around the edges. But I suppose I can be smooth enough for two.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you. Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers. So, Wyll, now that we've made peace, how about we get to know each other properly? What's your story?
Not so much a story as a pantomime. And I've played my part all too poorly.
Go on. We're listening.
It means that a reckoning's coming. And I'll be the one to pay up.
You make it sound like a harvest of devils coming for your throat.
You're closer than you know. One night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll face my penance. You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me.
Karlach's got the brawn of a warrior and the wiles of a survivor. Best of all, she speaks her mind plainly and fully. Show her due respect.
I thought we were going to see some real sparks fly between Wyll and Karlach. It's almost a pity things ended so amicably. Seeing those two duke it out would be fun.
A devil and devil hunter standing shoulder to shoulder against a common enemy. Rather poetic, I think.
Karlach and Wyll seem to have put their differences aside. I thought it was going to come to blows for a moment.
An ally fresh from the hells themselves. Our company grows stranger by the minute. And all the better for it.
I knew we were a strange band. But a fugitive from the hells? Now that's someone worth knowing. Not that I want to get on the wrong side of any devils, but this Karlach is a survivor. Plus, I appreciate anyone who opens a conversation with threats of bodily harm.
We may have to increase our camp provisions now that we have Karlach along for the journey. Those muscles don't run on fresh air, I'll wager. Still, she'll be useful in a fight.